so that don't have to keep getting up from when they're set up.
Yeah.
However you want to do it. If it's a single platter or if it's plates, either thing works fine. Because you just have to fit 10.
Yep. Well, we're live, but nobody's on the stream yet, of course. And I've been thinking if this goes well and people on, I'll edit it later. And
Are you streaming through
Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, and then as well as I found a way you can do a virtual webcam now in Streamlabs, and it goes into this.
Discord.
It looks reversed here, but in the actual stream, it's not. It's weird.
That's because on Discord it looks reversed.
Yeah.
You can change that setting in Discord.
Huh, okay.
If you go
Well, but like people who come in, like, it will not be reversed for them. We
Okay.
tested that last night.
Interesting.
Yeah.
They
You
gave
pulled
some.
it up there, and I pulled it up on my
Well,
phone.
there's a
and
way to
it's-
look on your own that's like mirrored, whether you want to see yourself mirrored or not.
Yeah, and I think
Kind of
that's
thing. But I always turn it off because I'm like, no, you should be able to read the words.
yeah.
What it's designed for is some people freak out when they go this way and on the camera it goes this way.
Yeah.
And so they do that so that it's like, oh, something like that.
Yeah.
Is how I've seen it used in the past. Let's see.
Oh, do we want Kleenex down here too?
Well,
Those
I
napkins.
figured the napkins is fine.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine.
Are you doing it on your personal Facebook?
Yes. No, my author
Off the
book.
page.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea, dude. Oh, hey, look, Maureen.
Well, the key is you could also share it through any of the others.
What's the time? Oh, I need to flip them. I shouldn't need to flip them though, right? It should be fine since they're so thin.
Yeah.
As long as they're cooked through, it's fine. You may just choose to pick one and kind of move one over to see how it is if it's cooked all the way through, kind of thing.
Okay.
But
I mean,
it should be fine either way.
yeah. Close enough. I'm just switching which rack they're on right now. Ooh, they're definitely cooking though. Ooh. Oh, that got in my. Oh,
That's going to be your bigger risk.
Yeah. Jesus Christ! The steam went in my eye and ow, ow, ow.
I was going to say that, yeah.
They look like they're cooking pretty good though.
Okay, let's see.
I'm gonna do another 10 minutes though, because they look like they're gonna need at least 20 minutes.
I apologize that off the top of my head. Your author page is under.
John Wassick, author.
Still
Think.
oh yeah, wait. Yeah, author page. Okay, I was like, 'cause I looked at live. There we go.
Cool.
It didn't come up as alert, and that's why I was like, wait a second. Because then I can share to my story.
And I will share it also in Messenger to Nick and Nat.
So anyway, we got about 9 minutes till the chickens are ready.
That should be perfect.
Yeah. We must be crazy for wanting to do this.
Yeah. Someone's commented on the VTW post.
I said that.
Sounds amazing and awful at the same time. Yeah. Hey, we got a viewer. Or is that one of you guys?
It might
not
be
me
one
yet.
of us.
Yeah. If there is someone on the other thing, we're just doing pre-chat right now while we wait for the chicken to finish. No. Very, very not disorganized. That's what my brain is.
Indeed.
Not formal. Not formal. This is not a formal
Informal.
venue. Yes, it is a very informal venue.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say, are we at a point where it's, well, again, there's not one viewer at the moment. Let's give it a second for a few more to pop on.
Yeah, and that's the other opportunity is that as long as we're chatting and engaging.
Well,
and
as
we
before,
can-
I was gonna jump in with some questions going to my default
Yeah.
host.
Got to stretch your old host wings out, huh?
It just comes by default where it's There's an opportunity with a camera and a mic in front of me.
Hello there.
Hi, guests.
Have you seen Obi-Wan yet? The final
Of course I
episode?
have.
Yeah.
Yes. And
Like that saber battle in episode 3 was emotional,
no,
but
so-
the
so-
1 and 6. Yeah.
I've liked all the saber battles.
Oh yeah, I mean
And
it was just
And I will make, partly for me, having, this is just tech, right? My own take on where one of my technologies benefits. Having an OLED screen, the contrast between the bright lightsabers and the dark background that they were often fighting in, including the earlier one with the gravel pit, is almost searing. It's got such a contrast. And it's funny because I always see people talk about how OLED, especially older ones like mine, don't have as many nits, overall brightness, as modern LCDs do with a stronger black backlight. But I've never experienced that. Like for me, like when I watched Daredevil in HDR and stuff like that, there would be scenes that were so dark, the lights in the scene would almost be like, oh
Yeah.
man, that's like someone shining a light in my face.
we've had that, yeah.
So watching those lightsaber battles was neat,
Yeah.
like that, where you're just like, whoa, that's a lot going on.
Well, and having them at night like that, and then having the actors use actual glowing lightsabers like they
Wait,
did.
you mean not sticks that they have to after the fact like
Yeah.
paint
Oh,
over?
It made such a huge difference. It was so cool.
It's neat to see. Well, that and having choreography with younger actors and a better understanding of what can be is just so nice, right? And right, that was probably the thing that, if nothing else, I will give credit for my distaste of, but the best thing out of the prequels was the first time seeing like really exciting lightsaber battles with Darth Maul,
Yes.
Qui-Gon, and Obi-Wan, where you're just like, oh, this is what athletic Force users jumping around with stuff could look like. And so continuing that into Obi-Wan, I have enjoyed.
Well, and I liked that. You notice in Obi-Wan they weren't as incredibly athletic as they were in the prequels. I felt like it was a perfect bridge from how they were in the prequels to how they were in the OT.
Well, so it's interesting too, right? Because with this series, and this is trying to be spoiler-free,
Sorry.
I wonder how much of this leverages, or at least thinks to as well, the animated series with Clone Wars and everything, because
The mask scene they said was a direct, like, homage to what was in Rebels. And I was, yes.
well, and the thing about that, right, was because we got to see in the animated series, and I highly recommend them all for the Star Wars stuff. In my mind, like the epitome or the top end of what the Star Wars universe action could be. Not having the limits of all the production that you need to do in live action and have people actually pull off the stuff. But getting because they got to explore force powers, they got to do things there, and I'd have to go back and look at them again, but seems, at least in the animated series, they were a little less amnesic, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
About force powers and elements that characters had done that worked really convenient for the scene where you needed to progress the story and then suddenly didn't exist again when you needed the story to exist in a different way.
Clone Wars was actually still pretty bad about that, but Rebels was better.
It's just, it's a Star Wars endemic thing.
Yeah.
That if I want to be really critical about like quality of storytelling and keeping to what's been presented prior, Star Wars is a hot mess. I love the damn IP more than I probably should, and yet, God, it's a mess. Like I always say, just please let as much as the bad joke of it is, the bad stereotype, all you got to do is hire like 2, and they'd probably do it for pennies, of the big Star Wars nerds, the straight up, oh my God, did you see how they did this? If they'd only looked at it, the reference in this technical manual, the people that go into such depth because of their passion for it, I almost feel like they would do it for free, just to have their name attached. Like if they had to sign an NDA, but they were allowed to, like the day after it got announced or shown, they were allowed to say, I was the reference for that, would just lose their crap. And you would have no plot holes.
Well, and here's the thing, like, what does it well? I know you're not as big of a fan of this, but Star Trek Picard, unlike all the previous Star Treks before it that, they like went into depth and they pulled stuff that every time you thought, oh, that's a plot hole, they forgot this, and I was like, no, they actually worked it in.
Well,
Ooh.
the difference I think Picard has had compared to most of the other Star Treks we've experienced is Picard has been built similar to like a lot of these new Marvel series and Disney series where they have a finite number of episodes and a complete story. Where in a lot of the other serials, you know, when we've had everything from Discovery to Deep Space Nine to all those, while they have a continuous story, they were telling it over potentially seasons, right? Where it wasn't, there may be a big story arc, but they were having to leverage in those stories so many like single episode stories or 2 or 3 episode stories while also adding to a seasonal story arc. Picard's not doing that, right? It's doing a seasonal arc.
Right.
And the per episodes are still building. Every single one is telling a piece of that seasonal arc.
True, but a lot of the stuff that they pull that you'd say hire nerds to do this and geeks that love the show, they pull like little tiny details from Next Generation and Voyager because 7 of 9 is in Picard. That you're just like, I paid attention to that because I was obsessed with the show. How the hell did they manage to remember that for it to be a big impact in this episode? Well, they did so much of that.
But what I think they're doing there is they're doing a targeted story.
They are.
They're actually telling, like, because we know where we're sending this story to be, they can do little teaser things at the head or in an episode that you might not catch your first time through because you don't know where it's going.
Yeah.
But they know where it's going, so it's easier for them to say, like, oh, we're going to put this piece in. Because it's good storytelling, just like in any writing. It is best to set up an ability, a scene, a fact that your characters are going to need to have to solve a problem later somewhere earlier in the story.
Yeah.
And you don't have to point it out in a way that's like, hey, we're going to use this. But you have to do it in such a way that it's notable, that it's not just a half sentence, right?
So
Something
like, I was out of the blue.
Exactly. Where good storytelling, in my opinion, it's set up in a way where you can go back after you are like introduced to where they're actually using it. And if you wanted to, you could go reference back to where it first came up, like, oh, wait, and read it and be like, oh, snooky, I see what you did there. That was done with purpose, right? And to me, that's good writing. And I will always fight for good writing in anything.
What was it Michelle Hurd said about Patrick Stewart?
Oh, no, this is not right. The fans will know.
he would apparently stop production of Picard to say, wait, this is incorrect. This is out of continuity and canon. We got to fix this for the fans. And I'm like, well,
yeah.
Plus her impression of Patrick Stewart. Sorry, Key Stew.
Key Stew, as she says he likes to be called. Yeah.
That's funny. But it's one of those where, yeah, I mean...
Oh, yeah, we're done. Oh.
Careful.
Oh, the steam.
Yup. Steaming in the eyes.
I am so scared.
Yeah. You and me
It's
both.
going to be an experience.
I am terrified. Oh,
I tried to be
man.
careful. Damn it.
Get low as you pull it out.
Low.
Okay.
You need help?
Oh, I can... it's not affecting yet, but I can smell bits.
Do you need to use a spoon to transfer over?
Maybe I'll...
The challenge
Or
is the goal of not contaminating, right?
Yep, cross-contaminating.
But, admittedly, if you start with the placing from the lowest heat up...
I can rinse in between.
Well, I would say if you start from the lowest heat, at least it's not going to add more to a lower one.
Yeah.
You may get a
Hey,
higher
Natalie.
one. You may have a higher one that has some interesting flavors.
Hey, Nelly.
I'm scared.
What's it? What is it? I'm in danger. Is that how that goes? I'm terrible with quotes.
No, it sounds
From The
right. I know what
Simpsons.
you're quoting. I can picture
Yeah.
it immediately.
Well, so that's the problem.
Yeah.
Is I'm terrible with quotes. So I understand the gist of and the scenes of, but I don't. I mess up words so often, like so that the people who are good at that will look at me like I'm just dumb.
Ooh, wee. Oh,
You
man.
can smell it?
I can smell it a little
Stinging
bit,
my
but,
nose.
but for me, my eyes on the edge of my eyes are starting to just blink a little bit. It's like, oh, there's a little bit of like discomfort, something around it, and so.
Should I put the ones over there?
I just put it all as okay. Yeah, however you doing
So
it.
1, 2 down this.
I
end
can
and
reach
we'll work
over,
that way.
so it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Okay.
Whew.
The different coloring is
Oh,
interesting
Lord.
too.
Hello, my loves. How hot are you going, or will we find out after a bit?
We don't know.
Well,
Is that Natalie? Okay,
Yes.
still Natalie.
Or I'll say that I have no idea what I'm getting. Well, I have no idea the scale. I just know that I'm here, and I've done hot ones twice before.
we
So-
tried to match the scale as best we could to the sauce challenge.
None of the dry rubs are as hot as the
Yeah,
last dab.
none
Well-
of them are as. Oh, speaking of, we need to bring that over.
Yep.
One of the
Oh Lord.
actually talking about that with someone as well. One of the oh yeah, eyes.
No.
I am my eyes are
Oh God.
that little bit of discomfort.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Oof.
What was I saying?
The color of these.
We were talking about whether or not the vinegar aspect or just the moistness of sauces allow it to pull a different kind of Scoville rating. Just
Maybe.
the
Yeah.
liquid side of it, how it can potentially blend or pull things onto your palate
Uh-oh.
compared to a dry.
Uh-oh.
Burned?
Burned?
Slightly burned on the bottom, the thinner ones.
Eh.
Crispy.
Yeah.
Adds flavor.
Exactly.
Son of a.
It
It's already started.
It has.
might have been a good idea to turn on if there was a vent above it to.
To spread it more.
Well, I guess if it,
All it does is blow
yeah,
it
if it
here.
doesn't vent out, then never mind.
Yeah.
Vent it out to minimize how much it expands, but that's not happening.
I'm glad we're not running our air purifier because I'm afraid the stuff would get
Oh,
into
God.
the filter and then
Yeah.
Become a permanent addition.
Yeah.
Do we have enough space to go all the way down? Let's
We got two more
scootsie
plates.
scootsie.
5 and
Oh, God.
6.
Oh, my lungs.
Ah, we got space.
And then 2 more
Yeah,
plates.
that'll work. So let's see. Who's as I say, I was trying to get others on. Let's see. Where's my feed? Came through, right? I shared. Yup. Shared mine.
I do appreciate you supporting
Share
everything.
to group. Was it also? It was shared in VTW, right?
Correct.
Yes.
That guy
VTW Nerdery. I
Nerdery?
think there's another
Yeah.
page, but I am not on it.
Next to some nerd.
Yes.
Well, we combined a couple. I have too many. Wow, I didn't realize how many groups I have. Too many groups.
7, 8.
You know what? I could throw one on the old.
Let's start everyone with a napkin or 2.
Oh, that's not it. Not a group.
Yeah, these are the dangerous ones over here. I gotta handle these with care. So, in my experiences before this, maybe I'll wait till I get to the table to talk about this. Remind me about my experience with ghost pepper.
Okay. I'm gonna move these over here so that if we need reference, I have them nearby.
As you wish.
Oh.
No, I don't want to mix you.
That's this.
I don't want Carolina to mix with ghost pepper. It's bad enough on its own.
Ooh, that was not fully closed.
Who did the It was Paul Rudd who combined all the sauces into
There
one.
were
a couple of
There's
people
been
who've
like
done
2
that
or
now,
3 people
actually.
that have done it, and that's its own kind of silliness.
He,
And
like,
there's 1 or 2 that have gone in reverse.
Yeah, someone did mention that
mentioned
for
that.
one of the episodes we watched recently.
Guy Fieri, he didn't
Fieri.
do it. Fieri, yes. He didn't do it, but he asked about it, and the host, I can't remember names right now. He was like,
Sean
yeah, that was a
Evans?
mistake. Yes,
Yeah,
Sean
Sean
Evans.
Evans.
Alright. Okay, so
Woo.
first and foremost,
Son of
yeah,
a
our
bitch.
noses are already running.
It's not my nose, it's
Oh,
my
it is.
throat. I can feel it in my throat.
But when I worked
Rick.
down in Las Cruces, New Mexico, I had a boss. Huh?
One statement from Natalie: are all sauces no vinegar, or how is John going to handle this? They are all
No
dry
sauce.
rubs.
Yeah, no
Yes,
sauce.
that's kind of the unique part of this is these
Pure
are
powder.
All right, so
But let me really quick finish that story.
Okay.
I had a boss who grew ghost peppers, which I'd never heard of at the time, in his own backyard, and he would dry them out, crush them, and turn them into a sprinkle, a dry rub, basically. He told me, okay, I just want you to put a little bit on your hand, lick your finger, do it, and just put it on your tongue just a little bit, and I did, and oh my god, it was crazy, and I was stupid. And this is a warning for us all. I didn't wash my hands, and about a half an hour later, I went, ah! He let me go home early that day.
I will say, I would even recommend having a fork or something
That might be a good idea.
to eat each one.
Okay.
So that we're not, because it just
Good
spear
idea.
one and boom.
Good
versus,
idea.
I like it.
Versus touching it with the hands and then potentially contaminating yourself. 'Cause I do have a habit of scratching my eyes or rubbing things,
Me too.
stuff like that.
Yep.
Let alone the stories I've heard of people. Thank you. I don't know, forgetting all about the challenge until they go to the washroom.
I've heard of that. That's probably worse for women than men.
I've heard of I've heard of stories. So,
Yeah.
All right.
but so what I want to bring up? No, I wanted to start that off because that question came up, and is the whole point of what is, as the stream says, inspired by Hot Ones, but what brought it specifically to your guys' attention to try this?
Mostly because when you did it at Game Fest the first time, I actually was like, this is insane, but I want to do this, but I can't. And then after you introduced me and Beck to Hot Ones, or at least, I don't
To
know.
the
if you knew that
series,
before.
right,
yeah.
The actual series. I thought it was a neat format for a discussion because you're trying to, have an interview, a discussion, and at the same time you're dying from seasoning, and I'm like, that's just really cool. I want to do that.
It's cool that you're dying from spice.
I'm not famous enough. I doubt I'll ever get invited to the show. That'd be cool if I did, but
So it's funny, right? Because isn't there a little bit of that sense when you see the guests going on and stuff? And I guess I don't know if I'd call it like a challenge that we all put ourselves through, but I've seen this even at my Game Fests, because the two I've hosted where we did it, and the next day on Show X when we had done it, and Ken and Nick went against each other and were just dying on the show live. And then even at the last Game Fest the next day, or whatever it was after the actual event, but somebody was at Game Fest or something, who were like, wait, what was the challenge? And they had to get a couple in there to at least try.
Yeah.
But it's like, admittedly, like a combination of ego, right? Just that little bit. But you see how some of them handle it and how some don't.
I'm curious how I'll handle it.
Right? And so you want to kind of almost put yourself up to that check. And I know a piece of me, because when you talk about being famous enough to be on Hot Ones itself, I don't even do anything that would put me on the radar of something like Hot Ones at all. So the chances are basically nil. But man, there's this desire to be like, let's go. And could I handle myself on it? Because I've done it on air twice and I didn't do well. I mean, I got through them all, but pain. And I tend to make noise. But
I think we all will.
But so it's interesting, right? Because then that conversation comes. All right.
I want to start out, though, just as a kind of a disclaimer. We are not associated with First We Feast or the Hot Ones.
Nope.
We are doing this just for fun. We're not making any money on this.
Unless people want to.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, wait.
Buy our stuff.
Would you like to help invest in the
Venmo.
recovery fund from this?
Yes.
Some nice wipes with aloe. Or something like that. So, no.
So, are we ready to start the first one, and then we'll continue just chatting while we do it?
I guess so.
I believe so.
So
Okay.
here's our first one. That should go live on the stream almost instantly, right? Of course, the stream is delayed. But
Oh, no, but for all intent and purposes, for those who would be watching.
Yeah.
And the first one is the
There
Crimson
it
Tex
is. Yep.
Cajun.
Cool. Which I think has like a Scoville rating. They do them in ranges for the dry rubs.
I
They
had
don't
them
have
written down. I forgot to actually.
I wonder if there's an issue there. Well, I don't know how Scoville. Well, I understand the concept of Scoville rate, but if it's because of the mix and how
Yep.
it's done, as to
Yeah, it doesn't give an exact.
why
number.
there's a range or why it's so specific.
between 1 and 10,000 for this one.
I wonder if it's because of the dry ingredients.
Maybe.
If it's just something where it's
Variable.
more volatile,
Yeah.
something like that. All right, so going up as we get ready to spear these first ones to start, is our goal, as we're set up like you would with, water and
Yeah, we
milk
got
and
water,
such to
milk.
survive. Is the goal to see how far you can go without, if any, the like extra little challenges of.
I personally will try to go as long as I can without drinking, but I know that eventually I'm going to have to drink something. Probably the milk. The water might be a bad idea.
I will probably be jumping into the milk like mid-range or something.
I mean, of course, why wouldn't I make this harder for myself? But hey.
Yeah.
So, all right, so we're going to start off with this first one.
Yep.
Chose Forks to be somewhat cognizant of the chance of not cross-contaminating as easily. Hello there.
Hi.
Oops, no, don't come.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, this is, let's see, Crimson Tex
Cajun.
Cajun. So a Cajun.
I mean, smell it.
Cheers.
It has a good smell. I love it. Yeah. Cheers.
Okay.
These early ones, I'm eating the whole thing. I'm not going to nibble. Because, like, yeah.
Well, one of the challenges with this whole thing is bites like this. There's two sides. When you do the wings, the chance you're going to get all over your gum and lips is much higher. However, when you do bites, the chance that you're going to actually ingest more
Mm-hmm.
is significantly higher, unless you're one of those wings people who they clean the wings.
Mm-hmm.
So that, all right. What are your
That's
guys'
not bad.
thoughts on the first one?
It actually has a decent flavor. We tried
It's
it.
very, very mild. Very mild.
We tried it when we first got it on some sautéed mushrooms, and it was not good. But on the
We
chicken,
added.
it's
I think
good.
we added more, even other flavors, because we were like, this doesn't have
Yeah.
enough flavor on it.
But it's good in the chicken.
It's nice on the chicken. It's an accent, but it by itself actually has a decent flavor
Yeah.
for the chicken.
I feel
It's-
a little warmness, but like not spicy.
Yeah.
It enveloped the mouth. It's setting a stage, but it's not something. And a key, unlike a lot of sauces, this one's not growing.
Right.
It hit a plateau pretty quick.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's just like, yeah, it's there. I wouldn't consider it hot.
Mm-hmm.
I know people who would, but that wasn't anything. But the flavor was actually all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cajun piece.
I was worried a little bit because my lips were cracking.
Oh, this is gonna be torture.
So I was like, oh no, is this
Ooh,
going to be very
risk.
painful? Because I could already feel it starting to hurt.
What's your cut on your hand?
Yeah,
Oh, you
actually
put a Band-Aid on. Okay.
I put waterproof tape on over the cut, and then I put a Band-Aid over the waterproof tape.
That's
so hopefully
smart.
I don't get anything in my cut on my finger. I cut myself yesterday, the day before. I don't even remember how now, but yeah, I was really after going to bed last night. I was like, ah, shit, challenge is
No,
tomorrow.
that would be a challenge.
I
All right. Well, I think good
Sound
ones.
one up
First
again.
one's good.
don't know.
Do we want to move on?
Sure.
Hey, why
Number 2.
keep the anticipation going? Why make it feel longer?
I do feel like as we get into the spicier stuff, I want to have more conversation about random stuff to emulate the Hot Ones challenge.
Yeah.
But number 2, we got bullshit.
All right.
There's like large pepper flakes or something in this one.
Yeah, that's probably where all the spices.
I'm a little scared about that.
This one's a little more orange of a color.
Yeah.
These ones are very orange.
Yeah, the further down you get, the redder it gets. Oh my god.
Okay. Yep, pepper.
Mm.
Is it better once it's actually cooked?
I think it tastes good. Yeah.
Mm. Basically, cracked pepper.
Mm-hmm. Some salt.
Yep.
Because trying it just straight out, we were like, oh, this is nasty.
Slight build up to spiciness, but like not much. It's like very subtle.
No, it's got the spiciness of like a pretty sharp cracked pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you were to just chew a peppercorn,
Mm-hmm.
something like that, it's pretty raw peppercorn flavor,
Yeah.
but in a pleasant way, with a bit of a, like you said, that salt back to it, so it really blends nice.
Mhm.
I will say, it is warmer,
Mm-hmm.
and it's lingering on my tongue more, and a little bit towards the back of the sides of the tongue.
It's the gum layer, whatever, underneath my tongue for some reason. It's weird.
It's the first one that's touched kind of down below or on
Yeah.
the back side of the tongue.
Oh my.
So, okay.
Yeah.
That one's
like it.
tasty, like I said, and it's still there.
Yeah.
Unlike the previous one, now as I breathe and talk out more,
Yeah.
that cracked peppercorn feels like it's aerating, and so it's like breathing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I can almost feel it going out. This is a good one if you want to troll somebody and just kind of like, hey.
My eyes.
Because, yeah, it's definitely got, like, I feel like it's got more smell to it now than even when I took the first bite.
Yeah.
Smell. I should have like pulled out some of the coffee beans so we could like
Cleanse it?
cleanse our nasal palate
Yeah.
every
No,
once in a while.
no. The whole point's the build-up.
Yes.
It's supposed to make it even better, a cornucopia of heat and flavor.
Yep.
All right. So that one.
That was not too bad.
I could see using that on a few different things. Just that
Yeah.
peppercorn. That's
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
And by itself on chicken, it actually like that would be a decent flavored meal.
Yep. I agree.
That's all right. So far, I mean, it's warmer,
Yeah.
but tasty.
Oh god.
But it's funny for the name of it being bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's entertaining, but it's actually quite good.
It's
Yeah.
a good combination of flavors.
It's like,
And that brand name, they have 3 different. They've got poultry, they've got pork, and they've got a
Okay.
steak seasoning.
so
Yeah,
little twist for each.
the brand itself is Big Cock Ranch.
Sorry.
I do like that it is the biggest container.
It is
On
a
the
very
table.
hefty container.
I mean, the girth of that, like, can you get your hand all the way around it? Or is
I
it
can't.
Oh.
Okay. So in a way, that's no bullshit.
I think there is one that is no bullshit.
Well,
Or
I don't know if it's
something.
one of ours, but yeah, we saw one.
Or no shit or something because they all
Yeah.
seem to have shit in the title somehow.
Shit.
Number 3.
Number 3. You want ready to go to
Oh.
3?
Yeah.
All right,
Number
number 3,
three.
we've got... I can't read that label, so...
It is the Suckle Buster Texas Gunpowder. It is pure jalapeno powder.
Oh, well,
So
interesting.
there's
All
not
right.
much flavor to it, but...
Jalapeno can be sweet. It can be
Yeah.
all kinds of things. Oh, I think I almost got a nose drip there. All right.
All right. Cheers.
I smell something interesting.
Cheers, mate.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
That one bit the tip
That's
of my tongue.
jalapeno.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
There's the flavor, too. Yep.
Ugh. I'm not a fan of jalapeno, so I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, me
Problem
neither.
is,
Oh, there's the spiciness.
yeah, this one's building.
Oh, shit.
The
Oh.
problem with jalapeno is it's an accoutrement. It's supposed to go with something. It's a season. Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah.
this one I'm not completed.
That hit early. Shit.
Ooh.
No, it's still building.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing it yet.
No. Trust me, that was my first.
Fuck you.
Go for it.
No, I
No
will.
pressure.
I will
The
admit.
tip of my tongue already hurts.
No,
the tip?
I'll admit my hand naturally started reaching because I still, as it's continuing around my mouth as I talk and such,
Yo.
it's still breathing and it's still growing. So this is man.
Is that why hot wings are so popular at bars? Because it's like, oh shit. Need more alcohol. Give me the
It's-
alcohol.
It seems to go well with beer. Is that kind of flavor combos and things to do?
I'm already sweating.
And so you're gonna.
That's
gonna
why
start-
I put a tank on underneath so that
Gonna
if I
start
need to,
glistening?
I can
Yeah. So this one
take off layers.
took a little longer to plateau.
Yeah.
It has plateaued for me now, but it's plateaued
Mm.
at a little higher level. That's
Oh, Lord,
definitely
excuse me.
warmer.
Yeah.
Shit.
That reminds me, though, when we were talking about the bars, we were talking Star Trek earlier.
Yes.
An episode of Deep Space Nine that for some reason sticks in my head where someone brings a new type of food to Quark's bar.
Okay.
And he's like, try. He's like, okay. No, actually, he tells him, make these for free. People can have these all around the bar for free. He's like, why would I do that? Well, try one. He tries one and immediately takes a drink. And he's like, did you see what you did there? Tries one and immediately takes a drink. He's like, I'm not even meaning to do that.
That is a perfect or way to pair something. Yeah, that. I feel as though my tongue is watering.
A little bit, yeah. I got that too, yeah.
I just
Sweat dripping off
Well,
the
no,
tongue.
Maybe.
my tongue is lubricating itself in the sense that it's like I don't want this to just sit on it,
Yeah.
right? And so I don't know if that
Can a tongue sweat?
it is just saliva, I would assume.
No. Tongues don't sweat.
I'm assuming I just have saliva that is generating, but I just noticed all of a sudden like my tongue was significantly more moist.
Yeah, mine too, yeah.
Moist.
As I'm
You
sitting
said-
here talking, it's lingering. The effects have continued. It's not as hot right now, but that was a different sensation on
Yeah.
it. But I still feel like this loop of heat under the tongue. But it's not as hot. Okay, that was
Yeah, 100%. I didn't
so that one.
I'm not getting the under the tongue thing.
No,
No. It's the tip of the tongue mostly, that's it.
you didn't roll it around in your mouth as you put that meat in there.
I chew on the side, so I'm surprised it didn't like slip under.
Interesting.
We're getting all the innuendo here.
That was
Alright.
probably a little loud.
Are we,
That
that's
one.
fine. Are we ready for number 4?
Yeah.
We got Fire Dust.
Fire dust has a little
That
bit
has a
of
bright.
habanero in it.
That has a bright label on it.
Yes, it's a little guy.
On this one, What do I talk to the color? Why does it feel like all the ones on my side have so much more on it?
We can switch if you want.
You can grab whatever one you want. Hey, look, this one's nice and tiny too.
Perfect for you. I'm still gonna go full mouth on this one.
This one
I might
looks.
regret that.
This one looks much redder in the middle of mine. And I see big peppercorns in the back or something. All right. Oh, you said habanero?
Oh wow,
Okay.
interesting smell. Uh oh. Oh god, I'm scared.
There was nothing, and then all of a sudden it was there.
Oh.
I don't think it's hit. Well, I say that, then I get air on it. Oh shit! Breathe on it, or don't.
For me, this is slowly building.
Uh huh.
It hasn't hit me as hard yet, but I'm feeling it grow.
It's slowly
I'm feeling
rolling
it on
down
my,
the
on
back
the
of
inside
the
of my
tongue.
lips.
Oh, it's on my throat now.
Oh, that one's interesting because
Yeah.
right now, here's the funny part. You talked about the breathing, so part of me is not trying to breathe in through my mouth at all. Breathe out through, because it's still building, but it's really being a slow build for me right now. Where it looked like it hit you guys a little faster.
It like at first I was like, oh, there's nothing, and then I'm like, oh.
I'm gonna say this. I never was a fan of heat. I was always extremely mild food my entire childhood. It was only until meeting this guy that I started getting into spices.
And I got you into shrooms.
So,
I mean,
well,
yeah.
I know
that
my
just went all
tolerance
kinds of
for heat
places.
is still not the best, so... Ooh.
It's interesting.
It's already starting to tone down, but
That one didn't
that
hit me as
hits.
hard as the jalapeno. It just ramped in a different way, and the heat's hitting in a different part of my tongue.
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
The sides for me.
this one side, yeah, for me.
It's more around the outside because it didn't have enough sweet, so less to the tip of the tongue. It's more on the sides, but it's not really bitter for me, so it's fine. This one to me has more heat than flavor, if that makes sense.
You're not gonna go for it.
Not yet.
But that makes more heat. That one to me was more heat than flavor. My nose is running more.
Yeah, mine too.
But oddly enough, for me, the heat didn't hit me like it did you guys.
Interesting.
It's
Okay.
there.
And you had more on yours, apparently.
Well, I mean, it looked red and angry,
Yeah.
but it didn't.
Yeah, that one really does look.
Interesting.
Next one. Yeah.
So
Oof.
I feel like I survived that one better. Like my body's still reacting, but the first thing that came through my mind, and I've seen this reported for people with various spices, is how different peppers hit people in very different ways. Some people, certain peppers that crush people, others are like, that's nothing. One of the guys who came and did the bomb as one of the first things I did at my party, liked it. It's
I've
like,
never
I
heard of
lo-
anyone who likes
no,
the bomb.
He did. He was like, I love pepper like this. I think this is great. And for him, he never burned him really. He was like, yeah, I mean, it's warm.
Jesus Christ.
But-
Who was this guy?
But it was actually one of the Aussies.
Oh.
But the other ones,
He's like, get out of here.
some of the other ones that were less, he did not like as much and thought was hotter. So I think that lent itself to certain peppers hit people in different ways. But yes, the nose is wanting to start running here with this. I think I'll have another napkin to go with so I can keep putting this down on.
I gave everyone 2 to start with.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
Okay. Oh, I've got 3 now.
Like, it's not
Sorry.
quite there, but that's just for the comfort
Yes.
of feeling like the nose is running. All right, so we've gotten through 4.
We're almost at
Um,
the halfway point.
And they've gotten different hits to them. Like I said, that one didn't hit as hot for me, but it was a different kind of heat for sure.
Are we
Alrighty,
ready for
what
number
is the next one?
Number
Sorry.
5, you're fine. Number 5 is ancho.
Ancho Libre. No. And so
Ole Rico is the brand.
Ole Rico Ancho. Does it say anything underneath, or is it just?
It is pure ancho powder.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't know what that tastes
It
like.
just looks like an angry bag.
I mean, it's not super angry
I mean,
because
what's
the
that?
pepper is running around happy.
Well, the pepper is with all the friendly peppers around it.
I make people cry.
That's kind of what it looks like he's saying.
Well, at first I thought it was going to be like a little bird or something before I saw it was an anamorphic, basically pepper.
Anthropomorphic,
But-
yes. This is a hard word.
Natalie says, you guys are nuts, but this is entertaining.
Good. I'm glad you're entertained. Are you not entertained?
And my eyes are watering a little bit right now. I still have a coating of the
Oof.
heat from the last
Ooh.
one. All right.
This
so-
one I burned a little. Sorry.
All right. How are we?
I'm smelling first, which is dangerous. Just
Yeah.
be careful.
Oh, my eyes are like, mad at me for this.
I'm
okay.
not smelling too much.
Well, and
of
this worries me.
Silent, or not silent, but you know what I mean. Silent but deadly.
Unassuming,
Yeah.
but deadly. Ready?
Oh,
Sure.
God, I'm scared. The
Salud.
bottom of this one looks really coated. Oh, I'm scared.
Nothing new.
Mm.
This one tastes dry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not getting much flavor out of this one.
Oh, is this one we had to substitute for?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This was
So
what we
this
were
is
originally
a-
going for,
Oh,
50
Dave's ancho powder is what you wanted.
but they
They
didn't.
didn't
This is
have
just
it.
an ancho powder
Yeah.
from Olay. So it may not. So here's the challenge with this, because this one I have no heat to.
Yeah, I'm not, this
So,
feels
okay.
extremely mild.
But here's
Yeah.
the challenge. Here's why I say this. Because it's not the same brand. You
Might
can
be.
get powders and stuff like that that are a flavor
Oh.
without necessarily being a heat. Because you can get sweet jalapenos that have almost no heat, right? When you want just the flavor of.
Yeah.
And so just like that, you can get a powder of something that's the flavor and it's for a recipe to get that taste,
Sorry.
but you use a different heat mechanism to actually bring the Scovilles
I'm
up for you
actually
for the
finishing
heat.
that one because I'm getting no
Yeah,
heat
so
from
that one I would say is likely the challenge was not finding the one that was specifically listed for Scovilles.
Yeah.
Means we got a flavor pouch, which is the flavors there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is almost more even before the Crimson Text.
No, I
Fusion.
think that one basically has no heat. I think it's just flavor. So
Well,
we'll call that one a misfire,
This is
but-
an experiment. So.
but it's mainly
that or seems bland or similar to the chili. No,
No.
It
like,
really
no
has
heat.
nothing. There's no tingle or anything going on in the mouth at
Yeah.
all.
I taste a flavor profile that I would add in cooking for some specific kind of dish.
Yeah.
You know, it's like when you add anise to something or something like that, right? It's just when you need that flavor to add to whatever dish it's meant to have.
Yeah.
That one, I don't think by default the powder itself necessarily has much heat. In this one,
So we might
This
need to
one.
actually specifically order
Well-
this one, but they're still not.
If we could have found it.
They still don't have it.
well, it's something to be aware of. And so, and I said from a lot of like Hispanic cooking and stuff I've done, where you'll have something that has a flavor that you want for the dish, but may not actually add heat, and so you separately will add a bunch of specific chilies or something to bring up the heat.
Yeah.
So that's good to know. Okay, that was
Exciting
that
that
was
before that
that
one.
was a
Reprieve.
haha cleanse your palate,
Yeah.
because
Just
now the
kidding.
heat level's down, which means the next one's gonna suck.
Oh, I know this
Yeah.
one does because I've sampled it. This was
Well,
the
and
highest
I-
I sampled.
This one we put a little bit in the pot roast.
Yeah, but it was so minor that I almost didn't
Yeah,
taste it.
I think
Oh.
we've only put like a half a teaspoon in. So.
When I've cooked with like my, the hot one sauces, the high ones, I do a chili or something, it'll be like literally a dab in a whole pot of chili, and that'll be just enough to bring the heat up without crushing flavor in a bad way.
Yeah.
So this one's
So-
the next biggest container.
Jolokia?
By the way,
Jolokia.
another name for ghost pepper is boot jolokia. So I'm like,
Oh.
oh no, are we already
So
getting
this
into
is
the
in
ghost?
the family of ghost peppers in a way.
Yeah.
This has a little bit of some other stuff in it. A type of sugar, black pepper, garlic, habanero chilies, the Jolokia chilies, cayenne chilies, vegetable powders. So it's
Yeah.
a nice blend of flavors.
Okay,
hopefully.
so at least 3 peppers
Yeah.
themselves and some other flavors.
And since that last one was a misfire, I'm like, let's just go right into it.
That's gonna hurt.
It smells good.
Well, it's sweet.
Mm-hmm. Which.
Probably because of the sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sweet right away. Tip of the tongue sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I went all in on that one.
The pepper's coming up from the backside. Like it hasn't crushed me with heat yet,
No, me neither.
but
I feel it,
but
but
it's
not
starting to
bad.
open up. Yeah, it's growing.
Yep, there it is. Hey, my voice is getting deeper. Yeah.
Well, I feel like as I chew on this, the peppers are opening, like almost like I'm
Mhm.
cracking peppercorns myself.
I'm definitely feeling slow build
Yeah.
on the back sides of the tongue.
Yes.
Can I see the bottle really quick? Because I'm wondering something now.
There we go.
So as I swallowed it, it started to tickle back up a little bit.
Yeah, that didn't hit me as bad as I thought it was going
No,
to.
it opened up with pepper.
I'm getting more sweetness out of
The
it.
sweet I liked up
Yeah.
front, although it went away kind of quick. But here's the thing: it's still building for me, just really slow.
Yeah.
Because
Kinda
that's the
the
thing. I
same.
think if you give it a moment, and as we keep talking,
Yeah, with breathing. Yeah.
it's there, and that's why I'm kind of curious how much it'll build because it hasn't plateaued for me yet. It's just building real slow.
Ooh, hi. It just hit the tip of my tongue for
I
some
think
reason.
I just bit into a pepper.
See?
Oh, there it is.
See, I told you it's building. It's just a real slow build.
Yeah.
Which it's not that it was like heat, it was just a bad flavor for that bite.
Oh, okay. Mine, it's got that black pepper.
It hit
Peppercorn.
my gums.
Your gums?
My gums.
Okay, good, because I heard that wrong.
I heard Tums.
We do have Tums upstairs.
Indeed. I am
Okay.
surprised I even made it this far, guys.
so here's the thing.
6 in.
This one, I'm curious now about this seasoning. Because the more it sits here, the more it is building in a way, but it's not sharp. This isn't the kind that you're instantly regretting what you just did. It's one that, as you hang out, you start going. I think the challenge of that one, if we had like 4 pieces of it,
That would. It would
and you
build
got
up
your
more.
next piece, and then you got your next piece,
Yeah, it's still.
by the
building.
time you had the 4th and 5th piece, you'd suddenly be like, wait a second.
Oh.
It is still building.
It's like tickling my nose now.
Well, I was gonna say, as it's building up, it's starting to get into my sinus on the backside. I'm feeling tickling up here in the lips, and like, oh, don't do this to me. If it goes up my station tubes, I'm done.
Oh, that's okay. There we go.
Joe,
Give Wayne something spicier.
Oh, we're
We
getting
need to
there.
see the some
It's
tears.
growing, brother of mine.
We're getting there.
I like that you're in it for my pain. But so that one's interesting. Like I said, that last one, I think, if you had a bigger dish
Agreed.
or lots of like bits of wings or something like that, as you consider.
Seriously.
Seriously, as you continue to eat it, I think it would start to become a bigger problem. I think upon the one thing, well, it's like, it's, what do I want to call it? It's almost like a fog or something. It's expanding slowly
Yeah.
and
I'm
causing
feeling a warmth in my
I
chest
just
now.
did too. That's why I said that.
Now that you mentioned that, I'm like, wow.
That's why I started saying
Yeah.
expansion. Like, it's starting to hit right up here. And so it's like it's slowly going out. It's not that it's getting any hotter.
Yeah.
I'm just experiencing it further in my body.
I feel like some of these earlier ones were.
Well, the jalapeno
I
one
don't
is
know.
still the one that hit me the hardest so
yeah.
far.
Same.
But this one's different. Like,
Yeah.
like I said, and I think if you, oh man,
Once we get to these three,
if
it's
you're
gonna-
really wanting to mess with
Yeah,
somebody,
well-
you could tie some of this together. My eyes are like I said, it's
Yeah,
like
these
it's
next
like the whole
couple
thing's
are
going
probably
like
gonna
this
be-
to me.
hurting.
So my eyes are watering a little more now, but it's not getting any hotter.
It's just so
Sorry.
weird. My gums and teeth.
All right, that one we didn't get the immediate burn that everyone wants to see. So
Number 7 is this guy.
Wicked Tickle is the brand. The Devil's Chili Powder.
I like a wicked tickle.
World class chili heat, 100% ghost pepper powder.
Oh,
So I will
Fuck.
freely admit I haven't really jumped into the whole ghost pepper thing.
And honestly, the next 2 are ghost.
I
pepper.
figure they're gonna have pieces of throughout. It doesn't help that
I
the
am
previous
scared.
one I still feel expanding even though it's not hot.
Yeah.
All right.
Here we go.
I'm scared.
Cheers.
I am so fucking scared now. Especially since you said, oh fuck.
Oh god.
Oh no.
It's not hot yet. It just it's like the pepper side of it.
Oh, I don't know if I can do this
Oh,
now.
take a bite.
Oh god.
It's growing. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep, that's
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh my god.
Fuck it. Oh.
yeah, I'm about to reach.
Mm.
Oh, it's getting worse.
What the hell? It's making the milk taste weird.
Oh fuck.
Oh no. Oh,
Oh.
no. Oh no. Oh god. The tip of my tongue is tingling.
I'm teared up. There you go, Joe.
Ha.
Oh, that one's
Oh.
that's legit. Fuck it.
Oh, that one's evil. Oh, what in the fuck?
It's even making the water taste weird. Oh, I'm not doing full bites anymore.
Nope. That was the last full one. Oh, I got a tear. Oh boy. Okay, so that one
Joe says, now those are the faces we were waiting for.
hits as
Oh,
sharp as you would
fuck.
hope. Like I'm having difficulty talking.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's...
Nose, eyes. It's still towards the tip of my tongue, and flavor-wise, I think I finally understand what the ghost pepper flavor is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it is all over on my tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's the under tongue too now.
So, I shouldn't have bit that peppercorn. So, that was not pleasant. I still feel it.
I can't even think of the bomb. That's like the bomb.
Oh
The
my
water, for the moment that it's going over your tongue, feels a little better, but as soon as it dries out,
Yep.
the heat comes back.
I'm.
Oh man,
Ow.
that makes me not look forward to the rest of this at all.
I'm just like sitting with my tongue in the water.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
that's why.
what
That's
fucking
why I was
hurts.
that's why I was slurping it some, because the motion of the water over my tongue felt better than just drinking it. Because now what it feels like, once the liquid's gone, it feels like the heat has settled into my lips and tongue like a layer deeper. So it's not just that the surface is on fire. It feels. God, my foot's tapping. It feels like a bit of liquid hot magma
Yeah.
has seeped into any crevice in my mouth, and it's just sitting there boiling and bubbling. It's still hot. It still hurts.
Oh god.
Oh
I
god!
can't even
oh,
talk.
oh, that was worse. Oh, that burp was bad.
I am backing out at this point.
No. Just
I
next one, you
can't.
just have to take a bite. Just a nip. Just a nip. You just don't put the whole thing in your mouth.
That's what I did on that one. And, oh.
Come on, it's fine. This is just pain. I almost have it. No, it's not settled. Never mind. I lied.
Oh.
It's growing.
Oh, God.
It makes it now feel like my lips are gonna go fat. No, I don't feel it on my tongue at all now. It's all my lips.
It is.
Oh, it's still in my tongue. Oh, my tongue.
Excuse me.
This is not pleasant. So this one is the Wicked Tickle,
Yep.
and by Wicked Tickle, it's not
And
the
it came
Wicked
in a
Tickle.
small container. And
It's not the Wicked Tickle you put on your taint. This is like.
My Thai suggest ice cream, says Natalie.
Like this is.
We don't have any.
So the problem is, whatever you put in your mouth right now that's not heat, temporarily dulls the sensation. But you're just teasing yourself, as is the name, because as soon as you're done taking your sip of water or milk or whatever,
It comes back full force.
it starts just building again. Like it's like stoking a campfire when you see the embers in there,
Damn.
and they slowly start to glow redder and redder again. That's what the mouth feels like once you've stopped drinking. So I'm trying not to take any more in to see if I can get to where it actually diminishes. Because this is not comfortable. I'm no longer tapping my foot.
I'm wiggling. Not even sure
It
if
is
you can
just
hear me
now.
through my napkin.
It has peaked for me, so the heat's not continuing up. But the unpleasant feeling is still there. Here's the weird part. If I just sit here and don't talk, which of course I'm not doing. Why are you burping, Wayne? Dumb.
That happens.
It is the less I talk, the more I'm starting to just. It's coming to a normal state.
And I'm not helping because it hurts to talk.
But
my voice is doing a weird thing. What the hell?
but the more as I keep talking,
It's like you sucked helium.
it's starting to retickle all that heat feeling. I'm just now getting to a point where it's on the downward trend from the heat. As I talk and stuff, it's still doing little It's doing little peaks
That's
like this
painful.
of pain, but the first one was like ramped up to like, hey, I'm here and F you a bit. And it sat there for a while.
Uh-huh.
And then it sat there, plateaued, but then it grew just a little bit as it expanded. Like, no, F you some more. In fact, you F you on this side. And, we're going to yank you over here a little bit and stuff like that.
Oh, my God.
And then it plateaued. And ever since the plateau at hot, it's been doing this slight, like,
For me, it's doing... Yeah.
wobble, wobble, down a little bit, wobble, wobble,
Oh, here
down.
it comes again.
So
Fuck
that's
you.
the challenge. This is a God, that just
Oh, the
makes
roof of my mouth.
that just makes the rest of this look really less appealing. But that one hit in a way.
Ghost pepper, man. That's what I remember, and I only had a dab of that before. This was... Oh,
All right, one more. Oh man,
I have a little bit lingering on the side of his tongue.
That's hung it not.
Yeah.
With the rent.
I don't have any more pain.
you.
I just have the lingering now kind of sensation of tingling throughout my mouth, mostly on the inside of my lips. And I'm a little worried now about my stomach starting to say like, hey, I have it down here. But
I haven't gotten that yet.
well, just that one burp I did that like brought me a little bit of a medley.
Oh, that made it worse.
See? See? Yeah, once it's in there, leave it in there. Don't let it back out.
You don't want to relive that shit.
Yeah, give yourself at least 6-7 hours before you have to relive that.
Oh, fuck.
As they always say, or some of them said in Hot Ones, I think Jeremy Renner said this, maybe not, but it's like, oh, I don't look forward to this coming out the other end. You really ready for the next one?
Nope.
No, I'm not either. Oh my God.
I'm trying
This is
to
also-
decide how. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do.
Go ahead and pull up the image for it. I don't have the container for this one anymore because it was a box.
Oh God. That looks deadly.
I'm wondering if this one's going to be kind of like the ancho, though, because this was supposed to be a chili
Buster.
Kid, it might not be
chili
spacey.
kit.
Well, it
so
still
it might
says
be
hot
too...
as chili, so it's still talking heat.
Yeah.
Oh, and it was also... This is the exact same one that we got on here, and this says 250,000 to 1 million Scoville scale. Oh, my tip of my tongue. God damn it.
So I'm
I'm
still
not
going to
doing
do...
this one.
What I did is instead of... I'm not doing a whole piece.
I'm not touching
This
it.
still feels like it's too much.
Yeah. I'm going to take a nibble of this one, that's it.
Well, see, I'm afraid
I'm
to
not even
nibble.
doing that.
That's why I was going to, like... That's why I took a smaller bit.
Why does it look like I put more on mine on accident?
I say...
Oh.
Fuck.
Yeah? You sure you don't want to just, like, touch your tongue to it?
I'm sure.
You don't even have to put it in your mouth. Just put it on your fork and just go... Just touch it. That way it's not actually putting it in your mouth.
The fucking roof of my mouth, man. It feels like...
The roof. The roof.
Yeah.
The roof is
When,
on
when you
fire.
burn the roof of your mouth with pizza sauce, Jesus, it feels like that.
Come on.
I'm
Come
surprised
on,
I don't
Beck.
have blisters.
You just want to touch it.
You don't have to.
Just touch it.
Why?
You don't have to chew it. Just touch it with your
We're
tongue.
not doing the last tab on this one.
How much did I even have of that one? I still had quite a bit.
No, just
I am
touch
going
it.
to do like.
Just touch it. That way you're not even... there you go. Just like... See? Tiniest of things.
Okay. It is. Fuck me, I'm gonna die. It
Let
is
us
like
suffer as
a
a team.
crumb. A fucking crumb here.
Suffer as a team. Ready, everybody?
No.
One,
I am so
two,
not.
fuck us. Please be nothing.
Nope. There it is. Where I'm getting the leftovers of the... Oh, God.
Problem with ghost pepper.
Oh, it took a second. Oh, it took a
is
second.
it builds.
Yep. I was going to take another bite, too. I don't know if I want to.
I was about to say, should I take another little bit? But no, it's
Okay.
it's hitting the
That's it.
back.
So it's interesting is this one's not hitting me.
Mm-hmm. No, it's hard.
So far this one... I'm worried. I'm worried because that could be me in a second. Right now, that one hasn't hit me yet.
It's like straight in the back of the throat.
No even warning.
Why am I handling this one better?
This one's not even touching me. I'm a little scared I might go in for the rest of that.
That one did hit me more, so I wonder if I should have switched these in the lineup.
Well, no, wait.
I tried to...
I just breathed a little, so it's like...
I tried to be consistent about how much powder I put on each.
Yep. Well, no, it looks properly coated. All of them do.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that the number 7 wasn't because I overdid it. It's building, but it's not hitting as hard as number 7.
Yeah, it didn't hit as hard, but that kick in the back of the throat hurts a little bit.
I did not get that. It's still the roof of my mouth. Jesus Christ.
It's the top of my tongue.
Oh, no. Oh, fuck. There it is. Back of the throat. Wait, just hit.
You ate the whole piece.
So did I.
Sorry about the clearing up the throat.
I think they expect it. I feel like they should have been switched. Honestly.
If I had to rank, right? Weirdly enough, for me, this one.
Ooh, my lips.
Now, it still may hit me after the fact. We'll see if it builds. And like you said, this one's designed. Did you read the thing? Makes 2 pounds of chili, 8 servings. Like it may be meant to be coated a certain way.
Yeah.
But this one, right now,
Excuse me.
I'd put it in the number 3 spot.
Really? Huh. And
Less
what
than the
number?
jalapeno one. However, I say that after eating the whole one and talking a bit, I'm getting this weird feeling of like a cloud right at the front of my mouth that I could see turning into this green mass of death. But it hasn't lit me up yet, but I'm getting the flavor.
I'm sweaty.
And I'm wondering if this one isn't more that the scent of it, the aroma, is going to be more deadly than the direct contact of the pepper.
Maybe.
Huh. I get the smell of the ghost pepper. But no pain compared to the last one.
Yeah.
Fuck the next.
So that's interesting.
I don't think I'm going to do the others though.
Yeah.
That gives me false confidence.
Yeah, I really am.
So I'm going to do the same approach for this number 9
Sorry.
spot one. Where I'm going to take a little bit and see if that destroys me.
The next one I think is, yeah, I'm not going from this point on.
Scorpion pepper is the next one.
Yeah. Red Tail is the brand Scorpion Chili. Oh wait, no, the brand is Electric Pepper Company.
Okay.
They call it Red Tail. It is Scorpion Chili.
So one of the caveats on all this, right? This is going off of the ratings available on websites. These have not been curated via like Hot Ones, where they literally go out and test a bunch of sauces to come up with what are they include in their lineup.
Yeah. What?
Warning! Very hot. Do not eat directly. Do not use if you have a respiratory or heart condition.
Uh-oh.
Wear gloves when handling.
Oh, I didn't do that.
Those are usually interesting warnings.
Oh, this one actually says a number on here.
A Scoville number?
The Scorpion owes over 1,200,000 Scoville heat units.
Well, considering the last one's supposed to be 2 million. Yeah. Ugh.
Scorpion chili. Go ahead. I'm just gonna keep
Beck, you're not
going.
going to taste this one?
I
just a
am
touch?
not touching this one.
That last one you were such a champ on.
The Scorpion chili is among the hottest chilies in the world. They will make your dish very, very hot.
Uh-huh.
It's simply painful and lastingly painful, but delicious. Sure, if you guys say so. Scorpion, oh fudge, says Natalie. Be very careful, a little goes a long way. You will feel like your tongue is stung by a red
I've
tail.
had scorpion pepper before.
It may also cause you to have
I can tell the flavor.
a red tail several hours
this
after
one's-
eating.
This one's building.
Oh, there it is. Back of the throat, especially.
I have had this kind of pepper before. It's in the current, I think, Hot Ones or Last Ones line up for the pepper. Because it's, I know this sensation.
I'm just gonna drink my almond milk.
Oh. Oh, ow.
This one burns in a weird way.
Oh, it's spreading now.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's not as sharp, if that makes sense. It's like an undertone, but hot. So, it's not...
The tip of my tongue and the back of my throat. The middle of my tongue's... No.
Oh, nope, they're starting to hit.
Yep.
Now it's just the back
Excuse
of my throat.
Whew! Ha! Oh, ow, ow.
Yeah, it's... This is another one that the more you eat, it'll build pretty fast.
Oh, my tip.
Sorry.
Got squished. It's
It's burning my cheek.
so I feel like I can manage it right now, but its problem is okay. This one feels almost like acid reflux.
Oh my god.
That's how it's burning. It's burning like acid reflux, like when you accidentally get a little bit of. It just feels like it's just tearing away at the back of the throat.
Tip of my tongue for me. Oh my
So
fucking
for
god.
me, it's not the tip; it's just back from it on top, and I got a little loop underneath the tongue. Try not to take a drink yet, because I'm afraid that'll actually spread it more.
Fuck me.
Oof.
This brings my energy up. It makes me want to be like in my chest a little more. Still not hitting me as sharp and hard as that first ghost pepper one did. Like that one was just pain. This one is it's hot. I don't like it. But it didn't hit as sharp for me as that ghost pepper one did the first one. But it's continuing to sit up there. It's like maintaining a little hotness in the back of the throat that's just like there.
I'm not talking much. And that's the whole point of this is you're supposed to be talking while you're doing this. And I'm like, fuck you, it
A
hurts.
little bit of a drink. Still, that ghost pepper one was probably the worst one for me still. I didn't eat the whole thing. But,
If I ate the whole thing, this one, I'd probably be like, I'm done.
it's hot. It's not pleasant. If you've had scorpion pepper, it has the flavor. I've had scorpion pepper before, and it instantly reminded me of that sauce.
I don't like it. It's not a good flavor.
It's not as bad as the bomb.
Which I have no reference for, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone get out there and make a powdered bomb. There you go. Something that's just as unpleasant, but in dry rub.
I was gonna pour a little on the plate, and you can pour it, dip in if you want.
So, because it's a dry rub, we talked about this because I'm dumb and I made a bad decision of not being able to do the last dab, but that's funny.
That's on.
You could do the last dab by having a bit of powder on the plate, taking your bit of chicken,
Lord.
tapping it
Alright.
in there.
Fuck me. Oh, it burns.
I'm tempted to say fuck it and do the whole thing.
You're on your own.
Alright.
I'm doing a bite. I'm not gonna do a whole thing.
The last one is Wicked Reaper. It is pure Carolina Reaper chili pepper. And the information on that for this one specifically says on the side of this, we didn't get that one. The current world record holder is the Carolina Reaper. Taste the pure power and heat of the Reaper chili. The Reaper is over 2 million Scoville heat units. Caution. Severely hot, lasting over 5 minutes. Do not use if you have a
Oh, no.
Tap it
respiratory.
back off, but that's what I did.
Oh no!
No, I did the same thing. I doused it and then I tapped it off.
Oh, that's a lot.
I was gonna say you can do another piece.
No. We're doing this.
Do not use if you have a respiratory or heart condition. Do not get in eyes, on skin, or clothing. Keep out of reach of children. Milk helps with the pain temporarily.
Temporarily, that's the key.
Oh,
Alright.
I'm scared. I am fucking scared.
Reaper. We did dab it, so we're gonna get both the cooked and
Oh
the
my
raw
God.
powder. Seems like a bad idea.
Oh yeah.
But I am out of this shot because that is
Are you
all
sure?
you guys.
Sure.
I am so
Put some powder
sure.
here. You can just put some on your pinky.
Nope.
Or just the tip of your fork.
Nope.
I have now experienced one more than a ghost pepper, and now I'm about to experience the second. This probably is making no sense. My brain is like.
Let's reap the benefits of this. Oh, that's bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the faces.
Because of the powder, I can smell it right away.
Mm-hmm.
I know this smell of pepper.
Not pleasant.
So, yeah, I've had some of this before too.
Not a good flavor at all.
No, I don't like the flavor of it. It's still building. It's in the middle of the tongue for me.
Nope, get off my gums. Fuck.
Going to get
Gums.
more. This one's building. It's on that slow, but I can already feel how it's going to really suck here in a second. Like, the more this one builds, it's just going to be
I thought I
terrible.
could tolerate spicy.
Mm. So I'm trying not to drink anything yet because I think that would cheapen the experience. But as I keep talking or open the mouth, it's slow. It's doing this slow creep of thing where the heat hasn't crushed me yet. It's starting to in the back of the throat where it's starting to say, ha. But it's still building. And it's building throughout my whole mouth.
Oh, wow.
Touching on the back of the throat.
Sorry.
This was not fun. But it was.
Still getting warmer for
I would
me.
do it again, believe it or not. But right now, I'm like, oh, this is painful. Yeah, fuck it.
Back of the throat. So,
Just a sip, though, to see what happens, if it makes it worse or not.
It did say it helps temporarily.
Yeah.
well, so this one's
Oh, and it's coming back.
still expanding around my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
It's not pleasant.
No.
Still gonna, at the moment, the first ghost pepper is still the sharpest for me.
Yeah, well,
Sharpest. They have different kind of heat profiles.
the scorpion didn't hit hard, but until it did, and then it was like, hey, you've been stung by a bee on the tip of your tongue. Ah.
This one, back of my throat, back of the tongue, almost not at all the front.
The milk really fucking helps
It's
for a minute.
well, in the process of while you're doused, right?
Well, even it lasts longer. Like when we did the fucking ghost pepper, I took a sip of milk. It helped for like a second, and then immediately was, oh,
Okay, so
Is that gonna hurt later?
here's the crazy thing. Now I admit I had less, but we did dip it to get more powder on it. Both of us did. It's in my mouth. The general heat's there. It's heating up more after the milk. I may eat my words here in a second. Now it's starting to get even more warm. Oh yeah, now it's getting a lot warmer than it just was. Oh,
excuse me.
now my
sorry.
whole tongue has it. I thought it was going away.
Nope.
I still,
Sorry.
I still want to say that first ghost pepper was the worst for me to experience.
Mm-hmm.
I would put that one in the number 10 spot for just like did not enjoy.
Yeah.
Which, if that makes you feel any better, Beck, you did do that one.
Yes.
The one that I considered the worst right now.
Oh
Still,
Lord.
I would say that's 10 for me. Scorpion is 9. This is 8, but it still hurts. This, yeah.
yes, I agree. I would also rank them in that order. Below that ghost pepper one, all pretty fine, and had actual some flavor I would continue with for various things. Like most of the hot challenges, once you get above that where it hurts point, I don't see why I would use it. Well, in a way, like if I were to rank them in such a way that they would match with the experience of hot ones,
Yeah.
I would actually still do it that way. But I would have that Ghost Reaper one that hurt us right before as like the number 8 spot where the bomb would be.
Yeah.
Because that's the one that got the most visceral reaction from us. Because these are still hot. And they have the absolute flavor of the pepper. But after that first ghost pepper one, the experience isn't the same. Like they still suck, they're still hot, and it's still like respect. But that one made me a little mad. That first ghost pepper one was like, nah, eh.
So yeah, I've been
So-
rearranging it as we're having them.
That one. Yeah. That one, I agree. Oh, the roof of my mouth. Why did it do that?
We didn't get that one specifically.
No, so fun. The worst part is like I don't know about any of you if you've done hot challenges, but my belly starts to feel just like this little sense the whole time of like, really?
You doing that? Really? You doing that? Really? Come on.
So like I said, the first set of 4 or so I would cook with, do stuff with
Yeah.
pretty regularly. They'd be all right. The jalapeno one had definite jalapeno flavor and just enough heat to get you a little like, whoa. So that would be in dishes that need a little bit of spice to them. Like nacho stuff or something, oh, that jalapeno one would be good. Above that, like I said, I'd put that first ghost pepper one in the 8 spot, and then the other two as they are. And the other ghost pepper one was So
Yeah, I switched those because
I
this
will-
one was here.
I will
Yeah.
anecdotally say, because I've experienced the last 2 seasons of Hot Ones, or maybe it's 3 seasons ago, then the last season, and then these, that
Yeah. What you do?
the Hot ones do hit. Sorry, the Hot Ones sauces do hit a bit harder
Sorry.
overall, I would say, but you still have some respectable heat. So I can report back to like the friends that I was talking to earlier that said like, oh, they weren't sure how a powder would do. Dry rubs, they can have some good heat to them, for sure. And like my mouth is still tingling. That was probably the worst thing. That freaking tickler, whatever.
That one. Yeah.
Yeah, this
The roof of my
the
mouth is
wicked tickle is probably the one that for me.
still.
That's a lot of smoke.
That is a lot of smoke.
Is
You
that
keep
from
talking,
outside?
I'm gonna go check something.
Someone burning down a neighbor?
Maybe. That's the idiot who. Sorry. I shouldn't.
Maybe it's fireworks.
Say They've been setting them off in our neighborhood. Wow, what the hell? The roof of my mouth.
Well, that's the thing. They will linger
Yeah.
and let you know they exist.
My tongue is fine now. It's the roof.
And so, but that was an experience. Like I said, I have had a harder time with the Hot Ones challenges. These still have their moments that I give much respect.
It's actually not him, it's the house behind him.
And so,
And it is a big ass flame, so hopefully they're okay.
like, the roof. Oh, wait. Sorry. Bad taste. Anyhow, so for those watching, what were your thoughts?
Yeah.
I mean, you saw what we saw, or what
Yeah.
we did. I could see cooking with several of these.
That Crimson Tex Cajun was good on chicken, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
Excuse
was
me,
our number
that
one.
was
Now
good.
it's our number 2.
Yeah, because that ancho had like
Like I said, I think that's just
next
flavor
to no
powder.
flavor.
The
Yeah.
bullshit was good.
I like the bullshit.
Yeah.
The fire dust wasn't too bad.
It hit my tongue again.
The fire one, that one, like, it starts to get warm, and I would use on just the right dishes because the flavor profile from it. In general, my body is still a little just mad at the heat because it does linger.
Oh.
It's good for you. Clears the sinuses.
I would not. As it said for those last 2, if you have respiratory, don't try this if you got COVID. Now that I've experienced that.
Oh, God.
If you were short
Yeah.
breath with that,
Oh yeah.
that could be bad.
I haven't had to use my inhaler that often since I was a kid. It was bad.
Respect.
Anyway.
Alright.
Thank you.
I have mild asthma, so people with severe asthma, be careful if you try this.
Oh man.
Oh, never replied. I've never seen Hot Ones, so this was fun to watch.
Oh!
Hot Ones is fun. There's a few who I'm like, it like didn't touch you, and your interview was but the
Well,
ones who suffer, it's like, yeah.
I will say about Hot Ones, if for any interview show I've watched with any celebrity or person that I've been curious about, my favorite interview of them has likely been on Hot Ones. Sean Evans is famous now, for him and his team, for asking some of the best questions I've ever seen asked in interviews.
Was it Guy Fieri or the one before him where they even said, it's like, man, where do you get these?
A
This
few
info?
of them have
Happens often.
said that. They're like,
It happens often. I just
where did you get this information? Oh my gosh.
Oh, Mila Kunis. She was like, you come up with the best questions or something like
Well,
that.
one that just happened that was mad respect was Kevin.
Kevin Bacon?
watched
Yeah,
it.
Kevin Bacon, his one. Because again, right, Kevin Bacon's been around forever,
Yeah.
and so that I was actually like, I'm really curious what you're going to ask him.
Yeah.
I
'Cause
can't wait
this
to
man's
see
got some
Fluffy's
history.
next.
Yeah, he's
And-
doing a second one. Fluffy.
Oh yeah, that'll be interesting. And so Kevin Bacon, he had the same kind of response of like, good questions,
Yeah.
right? That whole like just because these people get interviewed for their lives, right? Every time they're pimping anything, any project they're doing. And so to have people like stop and give someone mad respect for the questions they're asking is pretty cool, as well as they like the novelty of suffering through the wings, which is entertaining.
Yeah.
And I could see the psychological challenge too, of wanting to finish the challenge,
Yeah.
but not wanting to finish the challenge. I can see that as well.
Especially on that show, I would do it. I would go through it.
Well, you feel like you'd
would
have to, right?
Yeah.
And the last dab, you feel like you'd have to, because
And I mean,
How many of the people have been like, they've seen it and then he still pulls out and shakes the bottle and he's like, "What you doing?"
What you doing with that there? But you know what? Say what you will. And babe, I know you don't tolerate spice. You did great. We survived Redtail, Scorpion. We survived the Reaper. That was phenomenal. I can't believe we did that. I'm ready to do the Hot Ones challenge now. It's got to be dry rub.
I know, like I said,
Yeah, figure one out.
I would love to see someone curate a dry rub version,
Yeah.
so that
It's
it
not
kind of
just
really does
pure
match the
pepper.
experience.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, those sauces that they pull for Hot Ones hit in ways that are just not kind. And the bomb is a unique, for those who get hit by the pepper,
Yeah.
like gut punch as to just what are you doing in your life.
Yeah, man, you're snap crackle popping there.
And so,
Yeah.
oh no, I feel my stomach wanting to like burp more from it.
You ready for alcohol?
Isn't that always like?
Yeah. We have cream-based alcohol. I got St. Brendan's. We got a little bit of Bailey's left. We got some other stuff. Yeah.
Oh, however we do, but yeah, no, I enjoyed that.
Yeah. Thanks to everyone who joined us. I will probably edit this into a more concise one and get rid of some of that beginning, but not all of it, because there was some good conversation in the beginning. But yeah. This camera. Sorry, I can't do what he does. You're too good at that, Sean Evans. What do you got going on in your life?
This is where it puts you into like nap mode for recovery. You just want to go curl up somewhere with a nice cold glass of water and just let the oblivion lapse. Got Fan Expo coming up next week that I'm not sure how much I am actually participating or not in.
Oh God.
But
Already.
a little bit.
Shit.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting on to the costume building aspect of things again. Got a few things coming in. Granted, mine are all focused on Dragon Con. Is the only con I care about right now. Everything else is bonus or whatever. So, and it actually looks like right now I'm shooting for 3 new costumes for it.
Nice.
And it's 70 days away. So,
Woof.
so we'll see what I manage.
Someday I'll
Ooh,
make
wait,
it to Dragon
3,
Con.
4 new costumes? 3. I don't know, something. It's 5 days long, so.
Yeah.
Those are main things.
Other than the fact that we're moving, what is the? I mean, I know, but tell the camera what's your current projects.
Current projects is packing the house. And fighting for hours at work.
No.
Other than that, when I have time, I've been working on some quilt projects for family members. It's my newest hobby. It's relaxing compared to every other sewing project I've had. It's easy. It's just mind-numbing something to do that I don't really have to worry too much about.
Ooh, it's hitting me.
What about you, John? What do you got going on? Sorry.
My new book, Completing the Trilogy, is coming out August. Do I say the date? No, I'll wait till I have the pre-orders up, which I'm working desperately to get the pre-orders
Sometime
for.
in August.
Yeah, Chronicles of the Sentinels, Book 3. And if I can swing it, I will also have the 4th Sword of Dragons book out by the end of this year, December. Might have to push it to January. We'll see how our move goes when we move in July. And a lot of my Facebook friends know this, but I have not fully publicly announced it yet. I am going to try to break into voice acting, and I have already recorded my first full audiobook. I'm just editing it now. and I'll be releasing that soon too. Yay! I'm tired.
I did make them start this after their normal, like, we eat and hang out time.
Oh, that's fine. We had dinner already. We had soup.
Weekends are
Weekends we don't
stay
care.
up
Yeah.
Okay.
fairly late-ish.
Yeah. But anyway, no, I'm just tired because life is exhausting right now.
Yes, life is really fucking exhausting right now. And we just, the last 4 years needs to stop for a minute.
Yep. We need a break. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Jesus Christ,
There's
that's
the
a
fireworks.
celebration.
Yep, there's the fireworks. Yeah. All right, guys.